Hey, I'm up here at Quantico Harley-Davidson picking up the bike. Just had her 15,000 mile maintenance service thingy done on the bike. 15K, man. And we're getting ready to head out here in a couple of weeks on a trip. So we're all set. Going to be riding the Dragon down in North Carolina. And what I wanted to do before I did that trip was to put some frame sliders on that I got from Bung King back in November. I've had setting around, so I went ahead and had them put that on using my helmet camera. Hopefully you guys can see this. So this is the frame slider from Bung King on the clutch side. Need to, I guess, black out those bolts, but that looks pretty nice. And of course in Florida, in Virginia, you have to have passenger pegs if you have a 2-up seat and the sissy bar. It's required by law, so this actually serves as a passenger peg, so the old one's off. Let's take a look at what it looks like on the exhaust side. What the f***? Over? Yeah, no. I knew that was going to happen. So where's this one? Well, that frame slider's here in my bag. Why isn't it on the bike? Because I got bunged. Okay, so look, let me get this out of the way. Let me just say up front, this was 100% my fault. I'm not blaming anybody other than myself. My fault. I accept the responsibility. I'm accountable for it, but I'm kind of pissed off. So what happened was I've been looking at getting the Bung King frame sliders for actually quite a long while, and I almost pulled the trigger on them a couple of times, but just never went all in. And then on Black Friday, before I say that, so I'd seen, not many, but I'd seen a couple of photos of guys' Fat Bobs with the stock exhaust that had the Bung King frame sliders, these, on the bike. So Black Friday comes around, and Bung King ran a deal, Black Friday deal. I saw it late. It was late that evening. It was going to expire. I think it was like 25% off or something. And I thought, damn, you know what? I'm gonna get those frame sliders. And of course, I went on the website, made sure I was looking at the right ones. Says it fits all 2018 and above softails. There's really no other information on the website, so this is why I'm responsible for this, because I tell people all the time, don't trust what the website says or doesn't say. Call the vendor, ask them if it's going to fit your bike, even if the website says it is. When you're spending, some money and you've got doubts, ask. Well, I put myself in a position where that wasn't an option because it was late at night. The 25% discount was expiring, so I pulled the trigger, bought the things. They've actually been sitting around in the house in a box since early December when they came in. Excuse me. So I was taking Sophie out to get the 15K service done, and I thought, you know what, we're going to be riding the Dragon, and I don't want to like jinx myself or shit, but I need to get those frame sliders put on, because I'm going to be pissed off if something happens to the bike and I didn't have those installed and they're just sitting in the house. So I took Sophie out to the dealer, dropped her off the night before, get a call from the most excellent Todd out at Harley-Davidson of Quantico Service Department, who let me know we ran into a little bit of a problem. The frame slider on the clutch side, not a problem. Fits perfect. On the exhaust side, however, tech could not get it to fit. No matter what he did, he was trying to figure it out. They actually reached out to Bung King, and Bung King finally answered them. And you know what Bung King did? Bung King provided them the instructions for installing these sliders on a Fat Bob. That those instructions were not included with the parts. They're not posted on the website. And the instructions say that you need to cut a notch in your heat shield in order for these this frame slider to properly fit on the exhaust side. So I'm trying to figure out what that looks like in my head. I told Todd, just leave that one off, man. We didn't want to go into that and pay for all the labor of pulling that off, modifying the shield, yada yada yada. So that's why I'm riding around with a slider on the clutch side, but not the exhaust side. And here's the real issue that I have. It's not just Bung King, because you see this all over the place, right? They clearly have this information. I mean, they clearly have the information. This wasn't like an email that they just typed up, right? I mean, this was like, oh, here you go. Put that shit on the website. You know, if you're not going to put it directly on the product page, set up a support section or something and post the damn thing in there. But it's, you know, it's just crazy when you advertise something and, you know, you put this, oh, one size fits all type thing, and you know what, it doesn't. Now, I could have called. If I would have had time, I would have called. But honestly, why would I have needed to call to get the information that you sent when the dealer reached out and said, hey, we have a problem? You know what I mean? I mean, that just doesn't make sense, right? I mean, that's not really, hey man, what's up? That's not cool customer service, man. That's not serving your customer. And it's not just Bung King, right? I'm not ragging on Bung King. I don't mean to. I like Bung King. I've got stuff from Bung King. You know, they make quality stuff. I know Volts got his engine guard, I think. Yeah, that really cool one from Bung King. It's good quality products. I'm just a little pissed. You know, if I would have known, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have pulled the trigger, or at least I could have been a little better prepared and would have done a little homework to try to figure out, well, how's that going to look if I have to cut that heat shield? But the thing that really absolutely friggin' pisses me off about this more than anything else is I've been watching a YouTuber and her husband for the better part of a year now. Her name's Heidi. I'll throw the name of their channel and put a link down below. She's got 2019 Fat Bob, same color scheme as Sophie, and she's got a D&D Bobcat 2-in-1 upswept exhaust that I've been doing everything I can possibly do to convince myself that I don't need to buy that damn thing. And it's been kind of hard because I do like the way it looks. I've never heard one, but she says it sounds amazing. And yeah, you know, I don't know, like months ago when I was working on the bags, I was thinking, God, if I just, you know, got that exhaust, I wouldn't have all the issues I've got. But I kind of put it out of my system. Volts, being the good friend that he is, seems to, I don't know, every month or so go, hey dude, are you gonna replace that exhaust? Just to piss me off, you know, like friends do. But now here I am again, thinking, you know, this is, if I didn't have the damn, if I'd done that, if I didn't have the stock exhaust, you know, this frame slider would have fit. So I don't know, man. I mean, I like the stock exhaust. I've always liked it. I think it sounds good. I mean, people that ride with me comment all the time about the sound of my exhaust. You know, obviously I'm up front, I can't hear it, but one time Volts was ahead of me on my bike for a very brief moment, and I could almost hear it, and it sounded good. So I don't know, guys, what do you think? First off, number one, should Bung King have actually put instructions up there or a warning that says 2018 and above softtails except for a Fat Bob with stock exhaust, and then if you have to modify it like this, click here? You know, should they have done that? And damn, what do you think about that exhaust? I'll put a link to the exhaust down in the description below. I'm thinking about the D&D 2-into-1. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like the way that looks. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I got a big day planned tomorrow with some good friends. We're gonna go ride a metric bike. Which one? Stay tuned. You shall see. Peace, guys.